My wife Terry and I are about to embark on a voyage around the world. We're just going to do one lap around. We're looking forward to our mission work in short term in Haiti and long term in Fiji, where we hope to spend quite a few years. Tom, my good friend that has been kind enough to video this, has asked me for a little bit of information on what our intended track is and our plan. That, of course, is always subject to change along the way. So it's early May 2017 now. Terry and I have worked many years to get to this point. It didn't just happen. And we've had the good fortune to have a lot of friends and support along the way. So what we're looking at now is we're in Carolina Beach, North Carolina, our joyful home for over 2 decades. And we're right up here. On our first leg, we will sail from Carolina Beach to Fort Pierce, Florida. Down to here. There we'll have some warranty work done on the boat, be there for a bit of time, and then our next stop is going to be Haiti, and that's our short-term mission work. So to get to Haiti, we will sail down through the Bahamas. If the weather is good, we continue non-stop. If it's bad, we stop. We always adjust everything to the weather, and we come down to the south side of Haiti to an island, Ilabash, that is 6 miles off the mainland. And we will be there for a rather undetermined amount of time as we provide we have over 3 pickup truckloads worth of goods that we're bringing there, and hope to have a wonderful impact with some orphanages and medical center and some villages there. After that, our intent is to probably do a loop through the Caribbean and then head to the Panama Canal late summer, early fall. This will be subject to lots of changes because it's hurricane season, and we'll need to be very aware of that. We have amazing weather data available to us, so if we see something bad coming, we will run, and we will find a good spot to hide. So our plan is to leave Haiti and come east towards the British Virgin Islands, the US Virgin Islands, and then down the windward chain. We probably won't go too much south of St. Lucia. Piracy is a reality out on the water, and it's as simple as we're just not going to go to where there's piracy. So we will probably skip those islands and either head south to like Aruba, or we will head west to the Panama Canal. The distance west, if you notice, this is the windward chain here of the Caribbean, and the Panama Canal's over here. So if we take a look at that and we move it up here, you can see we're going from the East Coast to the Rocky Mountains. It's about the pretty similar distance. Of course, we're not on an interstate going 75 miles an hour. We're in a sailboat going much slower. It'll take us some time to get there. The east side and the west side of Panama have some amazing islands, and we're hoping to spend a little time checking that out all along the way to do our mission work in Fiji. We hope to be in Fiji next spring, so that'd be 2018, the spring of 2018. So once we go through the Panama Canal, sometime probably this fall, then we will head to the Galapagos Islands here, which we had the good fortune of being with David Lawn on his sailboat, Sea Angel, and we spent a week there. So we're very much looking forward to getting back there. From the Galapagos, we will sail to Pitcairn in French Polynesia. Our plan is to take our time in French Polynesia because it's so spectacularly beautiful. Pitcairn is on my bucket list because it's one of the places to get some of the most spectacular black pearls in the world. So we have a connection, and I'm going to go pearl diving and hopefully find some pearls, bring them home, and have some jewelry made for my wife. We'll then take our time very slowly going through French Polynesia, and then we will move on to Tonga. To give you a little bit of an idea, perspective of things, it's a little hard to imagine, but French Polynesia, if you were to take a look at the area that all these islands are in, it's about this big. And to scale, if we move across to Europe, French Polynesia is actually bigger than Europe as far as the space of area that those scattered islands span, to give you kind of an idea of the distances that we'll be traveling. The distance from the Galapagos Islands to Pitcairn in French Polynesia will be well over 3,000 miles of open ocean with no islands and no place to stop. We're looking forward to it. It's going to be a great ride. We'll work our way through. We'll go to Tahiti, we'll go to Bora Bora, Moorea, some absolutely beautiful places that we feel very blessed and fortunate that we're going to get to go to. Then on to Tonga. We'll spend a little time in Tonga because Sea Mercy is involved in Tonga, and we want to know about it so that should we be going back there, we'll have a little bit of information about the way things are laid out and where we'll be going. And from there, we go up to Fiji. Fiji, we will be spending pretty much, hopefully, it's our hope and our prayers that we'll be there for many years. During our winters here in the United States, we will come home because that's cyclone season there. The cyclones are very, very severe. So we'll sail the boat from Fiji and we'll sail it down to New Zealand, probably, and leave it in a safe location, and we'll fly back to the United States and spend some time here during the winter months. That's the U.S. winter. And then we'll come back and do the same thing again. The difference would be if there was a severe disaster in Fiji. We are on the disaster relief plan program to help with Sea Mercy, and we would then fly back sooner and wait for hopefully some decent weather, at which time we would sail back into Fiji and help with disaster relief. Once we decide that we're just can't do it anymore, too old, worn out, whatever it might be, it's at that point that Terry and I would like to just take our time and sail the rest of the way around the world. And we have to go back to the other side of the map to see what that plan currently is. If you come over here, so here's Fiji. Here's Fiji here, and we would be going back and forth to New Zealand. We would sail over to New Caledonia and to Australia. We would spend some time in Indonesia, some of the most spectacular islands in the world. They're just absolutely beautiful. We have some friends that live over here near Perth on the western coast of Australia. And so I'm quite sure we would come over, and looking forward to seeing them. And there's a little dot out in the ocean here that will mean not too much to most people. But it means something to us, because if one was to drill a hole straight through the earth from Carolina Beach, this is where you would pop out. And so we just want to go to that place. And then we'll work our way up here. And we'll come across the Indian Ocean, and we'll stop in the Maldives. These are one of the many island nations that are very much in jeopardy of the global warming of being completely eliminated. I believe it's the Maldives and Kiribati, which is in the South Pacific. In a few decades from now, probably won't exist at all. We'll move on. Maybe over to the Seychelles Islands, Madagascar, and then around South Africa, which will be a bit of a challenge. This is some of the most dangerous oceans in the world here and at the south end of South America. We had two choices to get around Africa. One is to go to the south end, very dangerous oceans, and the other is to go the north way, up through the Red Sea, very dangerous people. We have decided that we would trust Mother Nature more than human nature. So we're going to go south. And then we'll work our way back up through the Atlantic Ocean, back to the east coast of the United States. Who knows how many changes these plans will take, but that's our current thought, and we're hopeful that we can have a very positive effect on a lot of people. And I would ask anybody that's watching this, do what you can, try to have a positive impact on the people around you too. Thank you very much.